Oh, God, that's very straight in my face, isn't it? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll just push that back a bit, see if that works. Oh, I think that's a bit better. Woohoo, I'm live. This is Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, checking in with everybody on a Friday morning in New Zealand. And I'm sure I say this all the time. I definitely say it with my podcast that this is a goodie. But today is about how to reduce, bring it down and release. Kiss it goodbye, stress. Ooh, even saying that word is a crazy. People go, oh, stress, stress, stress. Oh, mom, I'm like this, and my friends have got this, and everyone's got it. Everyone's got it. So let me kick off today to say welcome. Thank you for joining me. I would love to know if you're here watching live or if you're here watching a replay, and I really like to know where you are in the world. That's my favorite part. Let's now unpack my next level favorite part, which is how to reduce and release stress. And I think about this and I go, oh, if only it was quick as taking a pill. And poof, it's all sorted. If only, if only, if only. Although there are some pills out there that can do certain things for you, they're not the best for you. I'm going to say that. A quick fix. And we're not all about a quick fix. We're actually about, wow, let's unpack this. Because in fact, if someone actually gave you that pill, don't do it. Don't do it. There's a far greater, more inspiring life to have than taking that pill. But life can be easy. I'm going to say this, life can be easy if you don't want to skim the best parts, because that's some real thing. There's some really goodies in unpacking whatever's going on, and stress is an unpacking of this, and this is actually a great part to unpack for. So it helps us unlock something that's deeper within us. So let's crack on. Let's get your little purple pens or glitter pens or whatever you want. Get your pen and paper. I personally find pen and paper easier than typing on my notes, and then I can transfer it to my notes, because taking it from here into your fingers and writing down has a different release sensation within your body. So tip number one, and you know I'm going to forget how many there are, so I'm probably going to say the first three and then I'm going to go and the next one. Number one, see it. See it. Just see it. See it as it is. Open your eyes and go, oh, wow, this is stress. I haven't eaten for 4 hours or 4 days. Then there's clearly something going, oh, okay. So the key is just to open these things and see it. It's as simple as that. See it. Don't hide from it. You can definitely hide from it for a little bit of time, but don't hide from it. And I used to say, oh, I just want my blankie over me. I just want my beach towel. I want my whole thing, and I just want to hide away from this. You know when kids you'd tell children off and they'd go like this? Or they'd go like this. You'd be like, yeah, I can still see you. So none of this hiding, none of this putting a hat on, hiding away, none of this burying yourself down, none of this putting a phone in front of you. Don't hide from anything. If you're going to put a beach towel over you, let's see if we can build that beach towel to a smaller size of actually being a face flannel, which is, you know, we know what a flannel is. Well, in New Zealand, we call them a face flannel. So let's take that beach towel to a face flannel. So number one, see it. See it. That's it. That's all it is. Just go, oh, wow, okay. The next thing is, once we see it, we start going, oh, I can see that. Oh, no wonder this is happening. Okay, so forget all that past. The next thing is label it. So you can see it. So you're going to label it. You're going to label this stress, or whatever you want to call it, something. So you can call it stress. You can call it wobbles. That's always a great one for us older women. I call them wobbles, emotional wobbles, whatever, emotional roller coaster. Oh, what a poop world we've got on. Whatever it is, it's just a word that you're using. It's a word that resonates with you. Oh, I'm stressed. Sometimes people don't like the word stress. I'm a stressologist, so I love the word stress. But sometimes people go, oh, you're stressed. I don't think so. I don't think so. And you start getting defensive. It's just a word. Label it. So call it wobbles. You can say, yeah, I'm stressed. I don't talk about people who've got mental disorder. People talk about that. I go, emotional wobbles. Emotional wobbles. Mindset challenges. I don't say you've got a mental disorder, whether you label that from the doctors or specialists or your family. They're always good ones. Whatever it is, just label it. Label it what sits right for you. You have an emotional roller coaster. You're going through the wobbles. You're going through whatever. It's just literally a word. Get that word that works for you and stick with it until you decide to change it. So when you're labeling and you're saying, instead of saying, I've got mental health issues, I've got emotional roller coaster, I'm on an emotional roller coaster, it just takes that sting away from it. If you can't label it something that resonates to you, listen to what people say. And it's just honestly a word. Don't spend too much time on this word because it's just a word. That's it. So step 1 is see it. Step 2 is label it. Step 3, I think after the step 3, I'm going to forget what I'm up to. And this is acknowledgement. Acknowledge what you've been through. Like, don't sulk about what you've been through. Yeah, I've been through it. Okay, fabulous. Yep, going through it. Oh, this is a horrible time for me. 2020, I've been through it. I lost my family. I lost my business. I lost those close to me. I lost my mindset. Whatever it is, just acknowledge what you've been through. Because you know what? We've all been through stuff, and I'm not here to compare your stuff with my stuff with these clients. We've all been through something. So just acknowledge that you've been through it. As soon as you can say, you know, no wonder I'm chaotic in my brain because I've just sat down and I've watched 8 hours of the news and all it is doom and gloom. And they didn't even put one happy thing on there. So just acknowledge it. Acknowledge what you've been through, for goodness sake. There's nothing worse than actually going, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm at, and actually not acknowledging it. So don't sulk about it, acknowledge it. And I use the reference once and done. I use that quite a bit. Once and done, acknowledge it. Done, move on. That's it. You are a human here having a human experience on this world. Acknowledge it. That I have emotions. Acknowledge it. That sometimes I leave late and then I get frustrated with the traffic. Acknowledge it. That's pretty simple. We don't have to, what's that? Kiss. Keep it simple. Stupid. Keep it super simple. Kiss. Whatever the analogy is. Just keep it simple. That's it. The next one we're going to do is unpack it. There are so many seconds in a day. There's so many minutes in a day. There's 365 days in a year. Unpack it. You've got the rest of your life to unpack it. The sooner you unpack it, obviously, the clearer it's going to be, and the more you're going to be able to reduce your stress. And not only reduce it, you're going to be able to kiss it goodbye. So you're unpacking it. And this is where I say write it down. My notes on my phone, I've probably got about 3,700 when I looked at them the other day. If I have anything going on, I literally write it down. I've just spent some time talking to the hairdresser and we talked about a couple of things, and I said, I'll flick you this and I'll flick you this and I'll flick you this. And I couldn't have stored that in me. At the moment I get in that car, I'm going to forget about that. So I emailed myself this, and this. And some of them I put in my notes. So this head is full of flowers. This is where I'd love it to be, full of flowers over the weeds that keep popping up. So the key is to unpack it and fill your head with amazing divine things that light you up. I'd rather be present with the client instead of going, oh no, I've got to do this and I've got to do this and this is where I'm at with this, and don't forget I promised my hairdresser this and she needs this by this time, and like that's going to increase my workload for stress. It's going to make me blow out, and I'm not into blowing out. I'm into blowing out, releasing clearly and moving on. So fill this head of yours with amazing things. Write it down, get it. If someone asks you to do something, get it away. Get it away, put it out there so you can deal with it when you're ready. If you've written down your tasks to do, if you've gone, okay, I need this done and this done and this done and this done, and in the house I need this, this and this, and in the garden I need this, this and this, and in my supermarket I need this, this and this. Can you imagine? That's not even on your business. That's not even on your businesses. Oh, I've got to go talk to the Parent-Teacher Association. I've got to go do this. Got to. I should order. All those crazy ass words. Your head is going to be about exploding point. You know the times when you've exploded. So let's calm that down and let's get that to a center place. So I'm going to use the D word, and that's actually not Deb's. For once, that one's not Deb's. And it's called delegate. Delegate. Delegate to others who love it. Get it off your plate. You know, I reference when I used to work in the council, we'll call other people brown cardies and slippers. And they'd be slumped over and they'd scuffle along, and you'd have those people and you'd be like, oh no. Now, there's nothing wrong with working in the council because we definitely have some brown cardie and slippers in there, but we also have them in other industries as well. And I'm sure you know a family member or a friend who's there, oh, nothing's going to work for me, nothing. So you get to that point. Now, there's nothing wrong with brown cardie and slippers. Well, actually, the best part about slippers is, unless you're FUMU slippers, you can Google those, they've got amazing slippers. So the key is to actually focus on those who inspire you. Delegate to those people. Delegate to the ones who go, oh my God, I love doing that. Oh my God, I can do that for you. It's so easy. So I'm going to mention my hairdresser here. Thanks. Like, I can do my hair. Clearly, I can do my hair. But how inspiring is it that I can go to my hairdresser on a Friday morning before I show up to you and talk to her about things that light me up? That's like the Friday morning highlight of me. I get to go to get my hair done. I feel fabulous. My hair lasts a few days, even more. I can delegate it to somebody who loves what she's doing. And not only that, I have inspiring conversations around. Now, yes, I can do my hair, but why would I not want to have that inspiring conversation with her? So delegate that stuff to others who love it. Now, I'm not just talking about your hair. I'm talking about if you, and you're like, how can I delegate? I've got no money. Or how can I delegate? Stop looking at the complications. How can you delegate? How can you find somebody who does this? It's as easy as opening your mouth. The other thing is walk your talk. And this is one, if you're going to say you're going to do something, do it. If you promise somebody something, do it. And this is where I say write it down, because it's really helpful. Because they're like, oh, I asked them 3 weeks ago about it and they haven't got back to me. Well, remind them. They've probably got other things that have gone on. Just say, hey, is there any chance you can give me this? People say they're going to do things because they want to do it. But if you go to that point that you promise somebody something and now you're feeling really bad, that's shame and guilt. And I can tell you now, shame and guilt will destroy your soul inside and out until you resolve it. It's going to make you put on weight. It's going to make you lose weight. It's going to make you more in that level of stress than you've ever had. Because, oh, I did that and I don't want people to know. Or I did that, or I said I'd do that and I haven't done it. Like, this is all just crazy as stories we have. This story that we have, oh, they're not going to like me if I go back to them 3 weeks later. Perhaps they're going to find somebody else. Yep, okay. Or they're actually going to be grateful that you still resolve that. Or they've even forgotten and moved on. Don't let all this crazy as stories go into our head. Now, you've heard me talk about this. This is one of my favorite G words. And it's got the big part. And it's called glitter bomb. We know I talk about a glitter bomb. So you're going to do things that light you up. Now, it could be a candle. And I've actually got a favorite new little candle, which is divine. This is my little, I don't even know how to do this. This is my little new candle from Juvenate, where I went to a conference and spoke to some amazing people. And I got a candle that actually sits over there yesterday, and I didn't even get to light it. This is a glitter bomb. The smell is divine in my office. It's just beautiful, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Get more of those things. So if it's a book you want to read, if it's a podcast, if it's a jump on a quick video of mine, if it's talking to a friend, whatever it is, glitter bomb yourself. When you glitter bomb yourself, my podcast buddy Moira, she's got a great one. She says, she's got 3 questions. Is this good for me? Is this good for others? But the key is, do I want to do it? So you can say it's good for me. It's good for others. Do I want to do it? No. So that goes back to that point before, delegate it out. If it's good for me and it's good for others and I want to do it, then there's a glitter bomb sitting in there. Then frickin' do it. Don't delay this stuff. Whatever it is, whatever that glitter bomb is. You know, I wore heels at the weekend. You know, I couldn't wait to come home and put on my slippers. I was like, oh, slippers. I think my feet have got a hangover from the conference. Whatever it is, do whatever glitter bomb that is for you and do more of it. I'm trying to get as quick as I can here. The next one is another G word and another G word and another G word. And that is gratitude. 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 You've come this far. You've been through all these things before. Have you thanked yourself this morning? Have you thanked yourself last night about what you've been through? Have you thanked yourself that you've made it to Friday here in New Zealand or Thursday night in the UK or US? Have you thanked yourself for getting this far? Hand on your heart. Wow, I've made it this far. Have you stopped to appreciate where you've been in the past? What you've been through? My feet are appreciating my slippers right now. Now I'm going to have to change my style of presenting and find some more favorite shoes. Whatever it is, be grateful for what you've been through. Be grateful for your being here. I would really encourage you to write a note to yourself. Thank yourself for what? Whatever it is, thank yourself for going through that. You know, often we say, who are those around you that you loved? Who are those people that you love? and you go, oh, I love my mum, I love my dad, I love my children, I love my partner, I love my pets, I love my business, da da da. The key one on that list, the key one and number one is the most important, and that is you. That is you, Deborah. That is you. You are the number one. Who do you love the most? You. You. Must be you. It must be your number one. If you're not doing that, pull yourself back to that glitter bomb. Reach out, whatever it is that's going on. Because if you're not, when we say, who do you love? And they go, oh, I love my family. I love my work. I love my slippers. I love my car. I love catching up with the people from school. I love talking. I love going to work because I don't have to talk to, my partner at home. Whatever it is. Are you on there? And are you number one? So go back and write that love letter to yourself or that love note. Whenever I have chaos, whenever I go to that point of crazy, and it does hit me. It does hit me. Flights, we don't know if we're going to get you there. We don't know if we're going to get you there, but not only get you there, we might get you there, but you may not have your luggage. And because you're staying so many minutes out of town, we may not be able to get it for you. And I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at myself going, can I present in these 3 for the next 4 days? Can I wear these clothes? Okay, I'm going to have to do quick strategy in there. Be grateful for all that chaos that we get. Be grateful for that, because that's what blows your stress out. If your stress levels are so explosive, hand on heart, what are you got to be thankful for today? You can feel that. You can feel your skin. Dry hands or not, whatever it is, I'm here. Remind yourself that this is the best place to live. Not in here, because this can go round and this can screw us up a little bit. Right here. And the very last tip, the very last tip, you know what I'm going to say here. And if you don't know, well, then you need to watch a few more of these. And this is talk to someone. And I'm going to say talk to me. Reach out to me, because there's nothing worse than being in a pickle. I've got these, Deborah, I'm trying to do this. I can't reduce my stress. It just keeps increasing. You've talked far too fast. You've increased everything on me. I'm now going to have to write and strategize. Prioritize your life. Talk to somebody. Don't let yourself be in this whoosh, head explosion place, because it's not a nice place to be. Stop hiding under the beach towel that's so massive. Get yourself a face cloth and put it over your face if that's what it needs, whatever it is. So talk to somebody who resonate with, who you gel with, someone who can actually make you accountable to your life and move you along. I've got a quick 15-minute link. You can jump on a call with me. We can smash some ideas out and I can send you on your way. Please do that, because there's nothing worse than sitting in that funk, everything's head explosion material. And I think that's it. Yeah, reach out. These are some real simple, easy tips to reduce and release stress. Don't let the world get to you any more than it already is, because we choose to get on this crazy as train and we're holding on for dear life. So let's get this and let's resolve it and let's move on. So if you really like today, the next step is reach out to me, book a call, super simple, and share this video. Say to people, hey, jump on and watch this. This has actually got some great tips there. Now, if you only want to do one of those tips, do it. It's okay. If you want to do 2 of those, if you want to do 3 of those, 4 of those, I don't even know how many I gave you. If you want to do all of them, do them all. But don't sit yourself in that big lump of whatever that is for yourself, because you have an amazing life out here. Let's go and live it. And this is Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, signing off. I will see you next time. Thanks for joining.